everyone, it's Therese. Clairolfactory is psychic smell. And most people know the main ones like clairvoyance, clairaudience, clairsentience, claircognition, but there are other ones. There's, clairgustiance, which is about psychic taste, and then clairolfactory, which is psychic smell. So I want to see a thumbs up. How many people are aware of their own clairolfactory ability? Their psychic smell. Psychic smell. Let me tell you about my own personal experience and some cool facts about the ladies. Cool facts about the ladies. Let's start with cool facts about the ladies. So for anyone who has ever been pregnant, have you noticed that your senses were increased? Well, if you did, this is actually quite common, and it does happen. It gets increased in women who are pregnant because it was one of the ways with which the primitive body would be able to tell if food had gone off or was poisonous. How cool is that? How cool is it that we have natural defense systems inside of us which get perked up, especially when we're pregnant? Well, these things can be perked up without having to bear children. And some people get a lot of information off of their sense of smell. So cool thing about sense of smell, but a lot of you know this, it's hardwired to memory, right? It's hardwired to our hypothalamus, which makes it one of our most potent senses. And not only does, when we smell something, when we're taking it in, not only does it, go into our nose, but it actually, it goes into our taste buds. It also goes into our skin. And we smell with more than just our nose. We do. How crazy is that? We smell with our skin. And this is something we all do. Well, a lot of people with intuitive abilities who get a lot of information, they're not just getting it out of maybe what they're thinking is their mind or connecting to spirit. They're also picking up vibratory information through their nose, through their mouth, through their skin. Ooh, how cool is that? So here's some examples of clairolfax. I think they say it olfaxation or clairolfactory. Is one, being able to tell if someone is sick or well. How many people have been around someone and you didn't know why, but you knew that they were sick? Just, you were like, the smell. You can smell it. And it's not something that is because it's very pungent, but it is a subtle change in vibrational energy that you're picking up. How about how you knew something was not safe to eat, even though it looked fine? Like something about it, you'd like cut it open, you get close to it, and you're like, nope, it's not good. How many people have felt like they were visited by someone who has passed over? Like maybe your grandparent, one of your grandparents had passed, and you knew they were with you because a smell came up that reminded you of them. Yeah, it's all about vibration. When we get down to it, our senses are picking up different waves of vibration. It was really interesting when Rach and I did a channeling session with David Bowie, and we do have a podcast. For those of you who haven't heard it, we did a live podcast where we were channeling with David Bowie. But the first time he came in, I got the strongest smell of cigarettes. In fact, it was really funny because I was in my bedroom chatting with Rach over the phone, and I'm like, who's smoking? Who's smoking? And there's nobody. We didn't have neighbors that smoked, and none of us smoke in the house, but it was really strong. And as soon as that channeling session was over, the smell dissipated. Yeah. But this is something we're going to play with. We're going to practice tuning it up and making it even stronger. Because there's a lot of information that you can get from your sense of smell, and it's more than just a scent, isn't it? It's really a feeling. It starts to perk up feelings. You start to know information about your environment. How do you know if something is... It's one of the things that can help you determine whether your environment is safe or not. How many times have you walked into an environment and the smell of it overtook you? And you're like, I can't be in here. My husband teases me that I'm like part werewolf or something, because my sense of smell is so strong. This one of my stronger psychic senses, and I always know when something's up. I'm like, you're not feeling well, I can tell. And it's usually something I can smell, pick up before he can, or I can smell it on my kids. And yet I can smell things about food before he can even recognize that there's a smell associated with it. So I get a lot of teasing for that, but it does come in handy, and it helps keep you healthier. And it's more than just your nose. One of the craziest and coolest ways you smell through your pores. And that this is a skill, or a ability rather, that we all have, and all gets heightened at different points in our lives, but we can continue to increase it. And one of the ways that you do this is the cleaner you eat, the more sensitive you are to anything that comes through. For example, has anyone ever done like a sugar detox, or tried to eliminate a certain type of food from your body? Right? You've eliminated it, and you probably, let's say, took a good month or more off from it, and then you go back and you have a little bit of it, and you're like, suddenly you're so aware of the complex different taste to it. Like, here's an example. We don't have candy, we don't have junk food candy in our house, we don't like buy major chocolate brands, and it's really hard around the holidays where candy is usually given, but like M&Ms or Hershey's, none of that. But we get a lot of it coming in from relatives, right? So we had some in the house, and I haven't had any of that for years. And I tried some, and first of all, it didn't even taste like chocolate to me. Not what I expected chocolate to taste like. It tasted like chemicals. And then I could taste that artificial sweetness, where it's not even like a normal sugary sweetness, but something beyond that. And it tasted awful. Well, that comes from this refinement of your senses. So the cleaner you eat, the more you're able to pick up the different toxins, the different chemical components in food where they really shouldn't be, which is kind of amazing. So you can develop your own psychic taste and psychic smell through high vibrational food. So what are high vibrational foods? Whole foods like plants, as well as, plants, grass-fed beef, even if you can go vegan, that's about as high a vibration as you can go food-wise. Less crap. It makes it so much easier to be sensitive. It's really interesting how food vibration can lower. When your vibration goes low, it's like your psychic abilities. I want you to imagine that Wi-Fi signal. And when that Wi-Fi signal is at full strength, you are at full psychic ability. When it's not, when it gets lowered. So there are different ways that our vibration gets lowered. Emotional states, negative emotional states lower our vibration. Certain foods and chemicals lower our vibration. Certain situations can lower the vibration. When that goes down, sensitivity to the outside world, to incoming information, it's like we can't hear it, we can't see it, even if it's all around us. As soon as we can raise our vibration back up, then we start to get that tingly sensitivity again. Mwah! Have a great day, guys. And practice your psychic smelling. And let's talk about it. All right. Bye. Thank you for watching. Subscribe now and hit the notification bell so that you know the next time I release a new video. Until then, stay magical.